What's going on, YouTube? Happy Saturday. This is your girl Fair Play here, back after about 3 days. Yes, it's been a minute, y'all, and I have been working like a Hebrew slave. As a matter of fact, I'm in the office now, if y'all can't tell, but I'm getting ready to leave in a few minutes. But I wanted to get on here and catch up with y'all, and hoping y'all have had a great weekend thus far and everybody's getting some rest and whatnot. Y'all, it's been one more interestingly busy week. There's been a lot of depressing news, a lot of entertaining news, and of course we've been hearing about Wendy every day for about a couple of weeks now. And as a matter of fact, the last time I was with you guys on Wednesday when I do the Fair Play show, I told you that I was going to be talking about her that night on the radio station, and I did. And y'all, let me tell you, when I read those articles from Daily Mail, I realized that things are a lot worse than what any of us thought. I mean, some of the stuff we knew, and it just confirmed, but then it cleared up some things, because I'm sure we had questions. We had many questions, and it told us some things that we probably didn't know. And then there's been some other things that have come out since then. There's been pictures that have been circulating, that I believe that the side chick herself, what's her name, Sharina, that she put out herself. I don't like to keep calling these people's names, because I know these people have relatives and friends and stuff that watch these videos, and you know, people get messy and always want to fight and do all kind of stuff. But of course, that is her name, you know. But y'all know who I'm talking about when I say the side chick. So, you know, pictures that I believe that she is actually putting out herself. It's just been a mess. And then Kelvin Hunter himself had the nerve to speak up or say something, about the family and about Wendy getting sober and about the families working together for her sobriety and, excuse me, y'all, doing what they can do to help others. And I personally could care less about hearing anything he has to say. And y'all, with all that information that came out, and I don't want to keep on repeating the same stuff over and over again, it seems like at this point, with everybody knowing Wendy's business, because she still has lied about everything that's going on, and she's not telling the whole truth, and which is her choice. She don't have to tell it. But when all of your information is in the street like this, it would seem to me that your back should be up against the wall, and it seems like you have got to make a move. It's like at this point, it seems like she would think to herself, everybody knows my business, so I gotta leave him. Either I'm gonna have to leave him, or I'm gonna have to deny everything that's been said. And it's like she don't have much of a choice except to be honest, or to make a move in the other direction. I just can't see how she could have this cloud of truth from the street hanging over her head, while she sits up on TV and tells you a whole different story, a delusional story. Y'all, it's bad. It's pretty bad. And maybe we don't know all of the details or the ins and outs of her and Kelvin's relationship. For all we know, they may not really even be together anyway. Maybe not. And they're just saying that they are. Because, whew, y'all, it's just the hairline fracture. We figured it came from some type of physical altercation between her and Kelvin. Well, it's, in so many words, it's been allegedly confirmed by the Daily Mail that it was because of an altercation she had with Kelvin after she confronted him as a result of her findings from a private investigation that she funded back in, I guess, last year. She found out that he was, in fact, still seeing his mistress. We all knew that, okay? No man is fixing to leave a woman alone overnight that he's been messing with for 9 or 10 years, okay? So we knew better. Then this baby news coming out. We learned that Wendy Williams has told him not to embarrass her in the public, which tells me that she obviously knew about his relationship and that she had somewhat accepted it to a point. But now he's really embarrassed her. So what's she going to do about that? They talked about when she was in Florida, when we caught her in Florida, walking out of that CVS with that lady who happens to be, well, anyway, the reason she was in Florida was not for what she said she was in Florida for. She wasn't down there to see her son. She was actually down there in another addiction recovery clinic, a more plush one, but she had to leave there because it wasn't working for her. She was literally sneaking alcohol into the recovery center and having other people bring her alcohol. So that wasn't working. They were wasting money. And so she wound up coming here. This is her second attempt in the recent years to go to a sobriety clinic. We also found out that while she was down there, Kelvin was flying to see her. And while he was flying to see her, he was bringing his side piece with him. She would be on the plane with him when he flew from New Jersey to Miami. And then he would get her own hotel or get a separate hotel so that she could stay in it so he can go back and forth between her and Wendy. Now, that's trifling. That's trifling. And from what I understand, Wendy didn't even know she was down there. And that brings me to these pictures that's been surfacing online of him and Sharina, whatever her name is, the side piece, sitting up at the beach or laying out like they're on vacation, taking these happy, relaxing pictures. He's sitting up there with his pot belly out, and she's sitting up there with them duck lips. Just, ugh. And these pictures are circulating, which I believe she's circulating them. And like some other vloggers have said, I don't believe that those pictures are from her phone. I think she probably uploaded them to a computer or something and took the pictures from the computer, because that's what they look like. And she's sharing them to make it look like somebody else did it. And I'm thinking, okay, so what's going to happen? So did Kelvin give her the go-ahead to go ahead and share these pictures? Or does she think that she's going to be able to lie to him and tell him somebody stole them from her? And what's going to happen? I mean, I know he knows about it. I wonder, did he beat her behind like he beats Wendy sometime? You know, that's what they say. So, y'all, it's pretty bad. We saw the clinic, the sober house that Wendy stays in. Daily Mail be on it. That's all I can say. They be on it. They put out 2 separate articles. One focusing on her sobriety in the sobriety house that she's in, and then one focusing on Kelvin and his side piece, and how the side piece has pressured him to leave Wendy, but he can't leave her because he's dependent on her money. These are all things we had heard and knew about before. So I was like, oh my God, how can what lie is she telling now to cover this up? Because, again, I don't watch her show. So what did she say, y'all? Put it in the comments. Let me know what she said on Thursday and Friday of last week when all this mess surfaced. What is her word? What is she saying? Y'all, it's just looking rough. It's looking pretty bad for Miss Wendy Williams, you know, and I just don't know what she's going to do. She going to lose her mind behind this? What? I keep saying one way for her to get out of this marriage is to pick a fight with him and let him jump on her one time. I would hate to say that, but if he puts his hand on her, all she got to do is call the police and press charges. That'll put him away for a little while, right? Just press charges and let him go to jail for a little while and keep doing it. Get a record. Set up a track record of calling the police on him. And eventually, he'll spend a little time in jail, and then she could divorce him. And she might not have to give him no money. You know what I'm saying? Hint, hint. Y'all talk to Wendy about that. She needs to do something. So anyway, yeah, like I said, it was pretty bad. He had the nerve to come out again and say what he said about Wendy, trying to act like he's the caring, concerned husband. We know he's a dog. And then Charlemagne, of course, Charlemagne keeps speaking against him too. And of course, people right now are blaming Charlemagne because Charlemagne 11 years ago was the one that introduced Sharina to Kelvin. And I knew this was coming. I knew people were going to put blame on him. And I also believe that he felt a little guilty about the fact that he introduced them. But the fact of the matter is, like he said, he did not introduce Sharina to Kelvin for them to hook up romantically. Now, I don't care about Charlemagne. Charlemagne is not my favorite person in the world, but I know he didn't do that. People introduce people to other folks all the time. But does that mean that they're supposed to hook up to get together? He said he hooked them up for business reasons. And I believe that because the video I made about the baby mama of the dude that Sharina was going with behind Kelvin's back, calling what Tasha K's show, she said herself that she was supposed to, that Charlemagne and them got together. Sharina and Charlemagne and Kelvin got together for business reasons. And she tried to get her music sent to Charlemagne and to Kelvin and all that, but the girl betrayed her with that. So I believe that when Charlemagne says that. I don't believe that he hooked them up so they could go together. I truly believe that it was a business reason, because they said she's had many businesses, many failed businesses that Kelvin has funded. Okay, so y'all, it's sad. I don't know what's going to become of Wendy. I don't know how much longer she's going to be able to go through this. I don't see this sober house situation even helping her if she's not going to get out of the relationship that she's in with Kevin. She's going to remain in this addiction pickle until she decides to walk away. When she's tired, that is when she'll leave it alone. And, you know, they're saying that it's alcohol and prescription pain meds. But I'm wondering, like everybody else is saying too, you know, she mentioned her old cocaine habit. I'm wondering if she's still snorting cocaine. I just wonder. I'm not saying that she is. I just wonder if that's part of the problem as well. So anyway, y'all, pray for Wendy. Pray that this woman opens her eyes, because I don't think her eyes have ever been opened in 54 years. But I pray she has an awakening and that she sees the light and that she gets tired and that she becomes a better woman out of this situation. And I pray that she doesn't hit a rock bottom that takes everything from her. I hope she doesn't lose everything to Calvin, because he's definitely trying to drain her dry. Okay, I'm pretty sure he likes the fact that she's in rehab. I'm pretty sure he's the one that forced her into it. And he likes it because while she's in rehab, he can traipse around the country with his baby mama, because I heard she is due any day now. I don't know if it's true now. I don't know if she's still pregnant or what, but it said that she is due to have a baby any day now. Entertainment Tonight has been reporting on her. And if that girl is fixing to have a baby now, I know Wendy about to lose her mind. Because I would lose my mind if my man, the man that I love, has gotten another woman pregnant. And the closer it gets to that baby being here, knowing he's going to be snuggled up with her and that baby, yeah, I'd go crazy too. That's why I say Wendy needs to get out of it. She needs to let him go and let him be Sharina's problem instead of her problem. Okay? But let me move right along. Now, y'all saw the video that was circulating. And y'all, I just wrote some notes here. I don't have the articles in front of me. But the man on the subway in New York, there was a video that came out where the people on the bus were recording him assault or attack a 78-year-old elderly woman. He kicked this woman in her face, at least 3, 4, 5 times? He lifted up his size 15 boot and kicked this lady in her upper body and her face area. And these people sat around and watched him do it. Now, don't you know they should have got together and they should have been like Celia on The Color Purple and sat around and whopped his, his arse. That's what they should have done instead of just recording. Everybody on there could have tagged that man's head because that's what he needed. But I knew when he did what he did, and I can't imagine what kind of confrontation or altercation he could have had with somebody's grandma to want to kick her the way that he did. I knew the police was going to get him because they got some good footage of him. I said, they're going to get him. They're going to get him. And my update today is, lo and behold, they arrested this man today. They sure did, and I was so glad that they got him. They say this man is only 36 years old, and I swore he was at least in his 50s, but he was not. He's 36 years old. A 36-year-old clown is what he is. What if somebody did that to his mother or his aunts or his cousins or his uncles? Or his sisters? And a joker like him probably wouldn't care. But y'all, it was just awful. It was just awful. And I hope he gets the same whooping that he tried to put on that old lady. I hope he gets one worse than what he tried to do to her. Just horrible. So anyway, they did not release his identity. Yes, they did. His name is Mark Gomez, and he's 36 years old. And all I can say is he's trash, and he deserves whatever he gets behind bars. All right? So that's good. Congratulations goes out to Miss Porsha Williams. She and her baby daddy Dennis. I don't know that dude's last name, but they had their baby girl on yesterday. Yes, they did, by C-section. She was born at 1:36 p.m. in the afternoon. She's 6 pounds and 12 ounces and 20 inches. So she's a little healthy little baby, a good sized baby. And Porsha chose the name that most people chose for her because she didn't know what to name her yesterday. And so she put out some ideas, and people, I think most of us said the same thing. So she named the baby Pilar Jenna. And I like that. I like it because it's simple, it's lovely, it's sort of elegant, it's not ghetto, it's bougetto is what it is. But her name is Pilar Jenna. So congratulations to Miss Porsha Williams and her baby daddy, Dennis. I can't wait to see the little booger. All I've seen is a little old ashy hand that was on the daddy's chest the other day. You know how these babies, they come out real pale and then they change colors like 20 times before it sets in. So I can't wait to see that. I want to see the little booger. I'm sure she's cute. Because Porsha comes from good stock, and like I said, and Dennis is not a bad looking fella. Really, if you really look at him, he ain't bad looking. He's sort of nice looking. Okay, I think it was either yesterday or Thursday morning that R. Kelly went to court, and he asked the judge for permission to go to Dubai because he says he had like 4 or 5 shows that he was contracted to do before he got arrested the first time, and he needs to go and make some money. And hopefully the judge told him yes. I hadn't gotten an update from that, but I believe he should. A lot of people think he's going to try to skip the country, but he didn't have to go to the judge to ask him that. I mean, he could literally go to Mexico. He could go to Cuba, and the United States wouldn't even bring him back. They couldn't bring him back because Cuba wouldn't send him back. That's where you can go get you can get asylum in places like Cuba and Mexico and everything. They would not force him to come back. But he asked for permission to go to Dubai. And they want him to pay the child support that he owes, all of it. So he claims he's broke and he needs to make some money. So hopefully, you know, I don't think that R. Kelly would go and stay over there. I just don't believe he would. So hopefully the judge gave him permission, because all they have to do is send security with him to make sure that he brings his behind back home, if that's what they're concerned about. But he did go to court and ask for permission for that, and I don't see why not. Personally, I'm still trying to figure out why he went to jail in the first place, because they have not really named anything really illegal that he has done. Remember, R. Kelly was not my favorite person. I just like some of his music, so I'm not caping for him at all. But when you listen to these women and what they're claiming he did, they really don't have anything illegal against R. Kelly. They don't have any proof of anything that he's done illegal, especially in the last 10 years. So I don't even know what this whole thing is about, really. Okay, but I'm pretty sure we're going to find out eventually. So y'all don't write me no ugly letters. Don't send me no hate mail. That's just what I see from my perspective. What I'm looking at, I don't see anything illegal. He nasty. He freaky. He's a dog. And I believe he's controlling, and I believe he can be a little bit unstable, a lot unstable, but I don't see anything he's done illegal. Okay? Now, the last thing I'm going to bring up, you know, there was an article or a video circulating of Avant, a picture, and I love Avant, the singer Avant, 5 minutes, and all the other music, great music that he made, and the music that he collaborated with Kiki Wyatt, who can sing her crazy draws off. Crazy. She can sing her crazy draws off, y'all. She really can. But I love him so much. I always have. I could listen to him all day. And if I'm not mistaken, is he not related to R. Kelly too? Because I think somebody let me know. Isn't he related to him in his real last name, Kelly, as well? But anyway, something circulated last week saying that he was deathly ill and he had like 6 months to live. Somebody even put a statement in the article that allegedly that he had made, talking about he'd come to terms with the fact that he's going to die in 6 months and he's all right. He's, you know, he mentioned God in it, and he wanted to thank his fans and yada yada. And of course it devastated me, because I kept seeing the article. I don't tend to believe all of these death things I see. But it came out so many times. I saw it on YouTube. It was on Facebook. It was just a lot of articles and different things circulating. And there was also a picture and a video of when he performed in Houston, I believe it was. And he does look thin, and his face was hollow. He looks sickly. I cannot lie. To me, he looks ill. But I don't know. And I'm trying to imagine who would lie and put a statement in something and say that he said it. I don't know. So I was kind of sitting on the fence about it. Well, you know, there's been some other people, some vloggers that said they did some research, and they said that one of his publicists or his rep has come out and said that Avant is not dying, that he's doing well, and they claim they've seen some pictures that he posted on Instagram. And I went to his Instagram page and I saw a couple of pictures, but I don't know how old those pictures are. The thing is, they're saying, like I said, the rep is saying it's not true, he's not dying. They said that he was a vegan and that he had lupus. I mean, that's possible. That could be the thing that's making him thin. However, I still feel like something is fishy, because why won't he make a video himself? He could literally squash all of these rumors. He could literally squash them with a 2-minute video to let everybody know that he's all right, but he won't do it himself. So I suspect there's something going on behind the scenes, and I just hope and pray that Avant is all right. I hope he really is okay. I hope that there's nothing serious going on with him. Like I said, I can't understand why anybody would put a statement out and attribute it to him, saying that he said it. They quoted him in the initial articles. So I don't know. I just feel like something strange is going on, and I really wish that he himself would make a video squashing all of these rumors, because to me that would be the easiest thing to do if it's not true, right? So I don't know. I just don't know. And but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Hopefully something more concrete comes out than just somebody's word saying one thing or the other. Um, yeah, I mean, y'all, a whole lot of stuff has happened this week. A lot of stuff, and I'm really tired right now. I know you can see it in my eyes, but I want to stop through and come through and mention the things that have crossed my path this week. There's been many other things, of course. I heard Cardi B was going to sue or is in the process of suing a couple of YouTube content makers, and I'm not calling no names, but y'all know who they are. I know YouTube creators, we talk about different things all the time, and I think we have to be careful when we put out information about people that we don't know about. It's one thing for an article to be out already, and we comment and discuss the articles that are out. But it's something else altogether when you put out information that has not been proven or confirmed yet about somebody, accusing them. Like in this case, Cardi B was accused of being a drug addict, and she had herpes and all these things. And we don't know that. We hadn't seen that woman's hospital report. You can't just go by word of mouth from people calling you, telling you that somebody has herpes and that she's on drugs and all that. No, I'm telling you, if you don't know that stuff to be true, if you hadn't seen anything like that for yourself, if there has not been an official article that has come out from a reputable media source, I don't think you should be putting stuff like that out. You know what I'm saying? That attacking somebody's character. Now that's gossip. That's what makes gossip. Gossip is slander. It's negative. It's done in a negative attitude and in a bad spirit. And that's what makes it gossip. All of us can talk about stuff that we see on the news and that we watch on TV or that we read about and whatnot. But to literally, deliberately put some stuff out there that could make somebody look bad and that's attacking their character and their way of life when we don't know for sure, and they have to come back and try to defend themselves, that's wrong. That's wrong. So we have to be careful about that kind of stuff. So I really can't blame Cardi B for suing people for slandering her like they are, especially if that stuff is not true. It's just not right. And some stuff is private. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff is private and shouldn't be told anyway. But anyway, y'all. I just want to talk to y'all, see how y'all were doing. I'll be back very, very soon, you guys. I hope y'all have a great rest of the weekend. I'm sure I'll be back on here between tonight and tomorrow. I'm sure of that. So y'all take care and be safe out there in them streets. All right, fair play here. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.